A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to this Tuesday night edition of Sports Tonight. Promises to be exciting, fun-filled as always. And we want to say a very big thank you to you for joining us. Of course, I'm sure you've been enjoying every bit of all that you've been seeing on your award-winning channels television. We're still in the season of elections. And of course, we're looking forward to Saturday when we will have elections across the states and across the state houses of assembly. We pray and hope that the peace that we've seen so far will go into Saturday and go beyond. And of course, whatever outcome we get from the elections will help put Nigeria where Nigeria needs to be. All right, so thank you once again for joining us on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. My name is Tony Ibitoye. I'm on set with Tunde Koiki, seated to my immediate right, and of course, Cosmos Chukwemeka is also on the show tonight. We are going to be taking a look at a whole lot of issues on the program tonight, but let me just welcome these guys. Tunde, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
A lot to talk about tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course, Cosmos, good to have you as well on Sports Tonight this Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tony. It's good to be back.
All right, yeah, good to have you back as well. Later on the show, Dumnodi Okonta will be joining in, and of course, what we'll be doing on the program tonight, when Dumnodi comes on board, is to talk about the state FA finals. You remember, we spent a lot of time on it yesterday, but we'll continue. We could only bring you about 20 results yesterday. We'll bring you more results today. And of course, talk to you about the state FA finals that will be taking place tomorrow. We have a couple of games to be decided tomorrow. We'll fill you in on all of that. For those of you who've been asking us questions around the different states, maybe you're wondering what's going on in your own state, you will get all the lowdown on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. Of course, as we speak, there's a game going on in the English Premier League. About this time yesterday, another game was going on. It was Crystal Palace against Manchester City. It ended 2-1 in favor of Crystal Palace. And while it was good for Palace to move up, it wasn't good for Manchester City, who at some point this season were on top. Yeah. Looks like they now have to battle to be in the top 4.
Yeah, they have to battle to be in the top 4. You just said it. Right now, they are trailing Chelsea with about 9 points. And of course, there's a game in hand for Chelsea.
Not just trailing Chelsea, they are now 4th on the log.
They are now 4th
behind
on the log.
Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United.
Their next game against Manchester United will be a very tough one. Chelsea still has a game in hand, and it's looking like Manchester City
is going to Stamford Bridge.
This time around, it's not going to be like last season when Liverpool, slipped for them to win the title. Right now, it's looking like Chelsea's title to lose. So for me, it was a disappointing one, but then that is the beauty of the English Premier League. When Manchester City won it 2010, they lost it in the next season, won it again, and of course, it's like they are losing it right now. So for me, it has to do with the best team that works on their consistency, and Manchester City is not getting it right at all.
All right, let me just quickly take you to the Villa Park and update you with the result of the game that's currently going on. It's Aston Villa and Queen's Park Rangers. And as we speak, it is Aston Villa 2, Christian Benteke with the brace, and of course, Queen's Park Rangers 2. All right, so it's 2-2 as we speak. Christian Benteke with 2 goals for Aston Villa, Matthew Phillips and Clint Hill with the goals for Queen's Park Rangers. So as we speak, it's 2-2, and we've played 64 minutes already at the Villa Park. All right, so we'll update you with that result as we go on. Both teams need to get the win under the belt because both teams are struggling as we speak on the log. All right, so we'll update you with that as we go along on the show tonight. But let me just ask you to be a part of all that we're doing on the program tonight. We'll have a whole lot of issues to trash out and talk about, issues of interest to African football, issues of interest to Nigerian football that we're trashing out on the program tonight. But let me just tell you that you need to be a part of all that we're doing on the program tonight by way of feedback. We want to hear from you. We want you to talk to us. We want you to give us your own opinion, your own thoughts, your own ideas. We want you to react to issues as we raise them on the program tonight. And for those of you who are watching for the first time, you can feed us back on Facebook. channels iPhone Sports, and of course you can feed us back, tweet back at us, tweet at those handles shown on your screen. We'll be able to read your comments real time on the show, and that's a step further, not just feedback. We want you to actively enjoy all that is going on Channels Television. We want you to be able to see it real time. It's streaming live on youtube.com/channelsweb, and of course on our website www.channelstv.com. You can also click on mthechannelstv.com to watch on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, and follow us, as we just bring everything to you. And it gets better if you download the Channels app on your Android, your iOS, your Windows, or their respective stores. You are able to watch not just sports, you are able to watch the politics, entertainment, business, health, everything, the news at 10, which is the flagship, all for you on that Channels app. You carry Channels with you wherever you go. Don't forget, as you watch and pass your comments and tweets, just include where you're watching us from, so that we can really appreciate you as we read your comments out to hundreds of thousands, millions of people who are watching us within and outside of Nigeria. All right, so that's it. For feedback, we want you to come along with us on the show this Tuesday. But let's start off with a quick summary. I told you at the beginning of the show, it was a very busy day for African football. All that matter, the top brass of African football as we speak, are in Cairo, Egypt, and that's the 37th Annual General Assembly of the Confederation of African Football. It's called the Congress, held in Cairo today, and it was, a whole lot happened. The politics, the good, the bad, everything you need to know about African football was on the front burner at the General Assembly. What you have on your screen is just a summary of all that happened at the 37th CAF General Assembly today in Cairo. We've produced the highlights for you. Let me just read through, and then I'll ask my panel to talk about all these issues one after the other. Today, CAF President, CAF President Issa Hayatou announced that all 54 member associations of CAF are going to be supporting Blatter when it stands for extension of his tenure in May at the FIFA Congress. So block votes for Blatter. That was one of the major high points of today's General Assembly in Cairo, Egypt. There was also the removal of the age limit for executive committee members who want to come into CAF in line with what operates in FIFA. We also had elections into the CAF Executive Committee. We had elections into FIFA Executive Committee. We had the announcement of the host for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations that will be taking place tomorrow. And then we'll also have the draw for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers will be taking place tomorrow. And today we also had the approval of the format for the 2018 FIFA World Cup that will be taking place in Russia. Today the Congress, the CAF Congress, approved that the qualifiers will take place in 2 stages. All right, the details of all of this and more we will be getting tomorrow after the conclusion of the Congress. But what you see on your screen, those that were successfully elected into the CAF Executive Committee and of course elected into the FIFA Executive Committee, 2 members. Let me run through for you. We had from the North Zone, we had Tarek Mari of Tunisia, I beg your pardon. Bichamaoui of Tunisia. We had Almani Kamara of Guinea, is a long-standing executive committee member of CAF. From West, we have Kwesi Yateki of Ghana, also keeps his place. We have Omari Selemani of DR Congo, elected as well. We had from Central East Zone, you had Tega from Tanzania, gets on board. Kalusha Bwaya from Southern Zone from Zambia. And of course, you see Tarek Buchamawi of Tunisia and Omar Selemani of DR Congo being elected into the FIFA Executive Committee. They are going to be there for 2 years instead of the normal 4-year term, because there's a new regulation by CAF that from 2017, we are going to be having 4 executive committee members as it is right now, but it will be CAF president, a representative of the English-speaking countries, representative of the French-speaking countries, and a representative of Arab and Portuguese-speaking countries in Africa. So that was how it went down today at the General Assembly. And of course, noteworthy is for us, Nigeria, our interest, apart from NFF President Amaju Pinnick, NFF General Secretary Mohamed Sanusi, we also had Dr. Amos Adamu, who was invited as a guest of CAF at that General Assembly. All right, so that's a summary of all that happened today in Cairo. We'll go on a quick break now. When we return from the break, we will take a look at the highlights that you've seen on your screen. Cosmos Chukwuemeka, Tunde Koiki. We'll be talking about all of that one after the other on Sports Tonight. Join us again.